Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Underground, where the worst choice still gets a voice. Thank you all for joining us. It is sure to be blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes.
Are you feeling okay?
Feeling great? Really? No, I must be the luckiest score ever made, because somehow I didn't end up in an incinerator, but my hopes and dreams sure did. Nobody worth my time ever comes down that chute. I may as well just interview myself. Hello, welcome to the show.
Why, thank you very much, you handsome devil. It's just lovely to be here.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I'm just a crazy little core making my way in this crazy little world.
I don't think they're gonna like this.
Spectacular! And that's just about all the time we have. Good night.
Is this all the time we have? Yes, time. Such a great bounty, yet so little is given to us.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
The winds of change blow strongly through this place. Patiently I listen for the words of destiny to be carried to me. And lo, destiny has spoken to me this day. So it is that the winds have gently carried me here. To you.
Come on, you're getting crap all over my beautiful set. Anthony, I expect you to clean that up.
I'll do my best.
Anyway, I hate to be a spoilsport, but the show is already over. So you and your moss can go hit the road, okay? Thanks. Yeah, just get on out of here. Bye-bye!
Fool! Far have I traveled, much have I seen. For destiny has chosen me as its vessel. Storyteller I am called. And stories of fate most profound are what I shall tell. Heed my words, for they are heavy with the wisdom of the ages.
Well, I guess we could scrape a few seconds entertainment out of this. Why the hell not? Dazzle us, oh mystical storyteller! Ooh.
Oh boy, story time.
Long ago in a land far away, there stood a vast and rich kingdom, ruled by a powerful king who wielded great magic. And at his side was his loyal queen. The king pledged to his people that he would forever protect them, and that through his magic no harm could ever befall them. And the people rejoiced, for they had faith in him. But all was not as it seemed. Beneath the mask of splendor, the king hid the face of arrogance and control. His strings stretched to all corners of the kingdom, and his puppets danced, unaware the very same magic that protected them controlled them as well. For a time, all was well, but as many moons passed, the bounty of the kingdom began to wither. As surely as winter follows spring, a great famine befell the land. The people despaired, as the skies darkened with clouds, and the earth blackened with rot. Many fled the kingdom, their faith now broken.
Uh-huh. Well, as expected, that was a giant waste of my time. Thanks so much for coming on the programme. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
I want to know what happens next.
Yes, indeed. We have only just begun.
You just couldn't. You couldn't shut up, could you?
The king became angry at those who fled, thinking them craven for despairing so easily. Still, desperation clawed at the corners of his mind. As he had done many times, he turned to his queen for counsel. "My king, you are powerful indeed," she said to him, "but weariness weighs upon you. Let not your heart be troubled. The land may die, but our people will endure. You must put your faith in them, for with their help, we may yet rebuild." The king scoffed. Who were his people but puppets to him? How could they begin to understand his work? The majesty of an empire he built. It was their weakness that brought this curse, surely. He devised many spells and rituals to revive the land. Spells that would come at a great cost to his people, his loyal followers, the poor, the sick. All were sacrificed. And perhaps the tide of decay would come to a halt for a time, but only to flow back again, twice as terrible as before. The king's rage grew stronger and his strings grew tighter, until even his most loyal puppets stopped dancing. One by one, his people abandoned him, and the once beloved king found himself alone.
Wow, does this guy have issues or what?
I can really relate.
Have you at least bent your ear to my tale, O cantankerous one?
Hey, don't try to get smart with me. But, well, you're already halfway through, so may as well know how it ends. For the audience, of course.
Of course.
Now listen closely.
There is much more to tell. The king thought himself mighty enough to carry any burden alone. He recalled tales of forbidden lunar magic. Such power would come with a cost. But the king felt no anguish. One so mighty as he was had no need for fear after all. Night after night, the king cast many rituals to the moon. But alas, it was not enough to restore his kingdom. Even so, the price would be paid. The king looked upon himself and saw his own body was as withered and as rotten as the land on which he stood. He gathered the scarce remaining members of his court before his deathbed. Even as he succumbed to illness, whether by courage or madness, he refused to despair. He declared to them, "There may be a way for my soul to carry on after death. I regret that I hadn't searched for it decades ago. But hear me now, and let it be heard 100 times each day. If I should die before a way to save my soul can be found, I shall leave the kingdom to my queen." The king would not live to see another sunrise. However, the queen did not wish to rule without the king. "Truly, I loved my king," she said. "But I have not his great power, and I have not his great wisdom. Let us bury him, and bury this sorrowful kingdom. Green pastures and a bright future await us beyond the horizon." But it was too late. The king's threads stretched so vast and so deep that they grew as roots throughout the land. All those touched by the king's blight were now bound by it. There would be no true escape. And the queen wept, for she had hope in her heart that the legacy of her kingdom would be a noble one. But she saw now that their fates were sealed long ago, and she was forever trapped within the twisted kingdom of graves.
What, that's it? I mean, what do they do? How does it end?
No one can say for certain. Many believe the kingdom was left to decay. Others believe the queen did take the place of the king, but she fell to the very same curse and became a monster. What is certain is that the once great kingdom has faded into nothingness.
But! Damn it, every time!
Some say that the king did find a way to go beyond death. His soul ripped from the veils of time and space to find his precious kingdom once more. To this very day, his ghost wanders the halls of his fallen castle, and for all eternity he shall suffer in vain, never forgetting all he lost, endlessly wishing, hoping, and obsessing after what never was, and will never be. And you, I see in you the same arrogance that would bring an empire to ruin. Heed my words. The folly of this wretched king is not his alone to bear, nor will he be the last to suffer. Pride will forever haunt us, threatening to undo all we love until only hunger remains. Pride was his curse, and now it is his prison. We shall see if it will be yours as well. We shall see. We shall see.
Oh, jeez, my eye! Oh, what? Where did... I have no idea what just happened, but that's pretty much par for the course these days. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, oh, screw it. Good night, everybody!